Okay, make sure you are hitting the one when you come in here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. What a day, ladies and gentlemen. It went down today in New York City as I was covering the exterior of the courthouse where the trial of Sean Diddy Combs is underway. We get a tip. We get a tip. And as the thumbnail, look at the thumbnail, that is the money shot. That is my shot, ladies and gentlemen. That is my shot on the thumbnail. Make sure you're checking that thumbnail out. That was a money shot. I got a few money shots. But yes, Kanye West, aka Ye, pulled up to the federal courthouse and jumped out his Maybach. And I saw a recognizable face. I get the, what's up? Kanye gets out, walks in the courthouse, flanked with security, football player security. But Bianca wasn't there. We thought Bianca was going to jump out the car and bring out her best dress. Well, she's typically not dressed. But you guys get what I'm saying. Well, Kanye pulled up. Kanye came in. And when Kanye was coming out the courtroom, all hell broke loose. A member of the press said Kanye's coming out the other door. When I tell you the stampede started, people ran through the federal courtyard trying to get a position to get Kanye coming out the building. He was trying to dodge us. He was trying to shake and move us. But you know your boy had his sneakers on. And when I tell you, I put the move on the youngins. They said, look at Byron running like he's a track star. He's a runner. He's a track star. He's going very far. But when I pulled up to the Kanye Maybach, I was right there on the car, positioned by the door, by the car. When I didn't even use Big Bertha. I put that 50 on him. Anybody know about photography? When you bring the 50 out, you want the up close. You want to get that shot. You don't want him to even be able to have an opportunity to say no pictures. When he came out and he walked towards me, bam, 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 bam. I hit him with a click here, a click there. Had that thing going. I ain't gonna tell you my technique, but I was like, ba 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 ba. Look at Byron getting there. Going like, hey, how you get close to my car? I said, I wasn't trying to listen. You get on up in here and give me that shot. He rolled the window up. He drove off like a rock star that he is. When I tell you the people went crazy. When I tell you there were photographers coming from far and near. They wanted to get a shot at Kanye. Once the story was posted on TMZ, shout out to Celia, Simone, and Tiffany. They both got down. Both Celia, Simone, and Tiffany got the video. But I got the video. I got video too. Shout out to both of them. That's from TMZ. Tiffany and Celia. Celia been doing her thing. You know that voice of TMZ. Those my people. I called up. Let me tell you what happened. Lovely T was at a hotel. I said, Lovely T, get down here. When I tell you Lovely T got on her car, got here in less than 5 minutes, I said, how you can't catch a cab in New York City that quick. Man, when I tell you she pulled up to me, she said, Dennis, where's he at? I said, he's coming down. I said, go upstairs. What I need you to do, I need you to scout out one of the floors. I know what floor he's on. Go wait on that floor. Come down. When you see him come out the overflow room, I want you to come back downstairs, and I want you to do that. When you as soon as you see him, I want you to give us a signal. Come outside and say, Lovely T came out. Dennis, he's already out. He's out already. He's coming out. Which way? So we positioned at the door where his car is at. I said, no, this is where he's coming out. There's no reason why for us to be on the other side. But some bright person said, he's coming out that way. I'm like, why would he come out that way and walk through a long courtyard? Why would he walk through a long courtyard, have to go through tons and hundreds of people when you can come out this door and you could jet right into your car? Well, I was right. But people were running. They were running scared. They said, no, we got to get the shot at Kanye. I said, no, we're not going to do that. However, I was ready. You young people got to get in shape. You young people got to get in shape. When I tell you, the marshals moved out the way, said, look at Mr. Byron running like a rock star. A track star, not a rock star. I got the rock star I was chasing. In any event, I got him. And when I tell you, look at the shot, look at the thumbnail. That's the money shot, ladies and gentlemen. That's a money shot. Then I got him. He's leaning into the car. Is another shot I got. He's leaning into the car. He comes in. He said, "Who's this guy got this 50 on me?" I said, "Nah, sir. No, sir. I can touch you right now, but I ain't gonna do that. Your bodyguard's a little too big. I'm gonna have to hit you with the elbows. I might hit it with a couple bows to get the shot." But I didn't do it. I was calm. But you're not gonna get out of this courtroom. Because yesterday they were telling, saying, Kanye tried to get in, he couldn't get in. I said, "Where the photo and the video?" No one had photo and video. I said, no. And it's just a rumor then. Because if you ain't got the receipts, you ain't got the proof that Kanye pulled up. You got all his cameras out and no one got it. I bet you when that, first of all, no one even got the Maybach. The Maybach wasn't even there. So there were signs for me. I said, wait, we're not going to run with that story. No. I need to see proof. And I saw it with my own eyes. Go to my Twitter page. I said, listen, you got media all across. I'm still outside right now. He may come out now. He didn't come back. But I'm saying he may come out. He may come back, but he didn't come back. So when I saw him today, I said, okay, this is real. Once I saw the Maybach, but see, I'm not going to tell you. What they did was they parked at a place where, well, I guess that might have been security protocol. The way they parked, I said, they're not going around anyway. He can't get around. There was a strike on Iran today. The police are at full force. We had a bombing. We didn't have one. The American people didn't have one. But President Trump is signaling that he's ready to bomb Iran again. Netanyahu is a war criminal. But we're talking about a bombing that happened in Iran. Those things never end well. But we don't get too much into the. It's not politics. This might be WW3. But ladies and gentlemen, that might be the last Kanye shot I can take this month. He may not show up. Now I'm gonna tell you here's the tea right here. Here's the tea. According to my sources, starting at the conclusion of the prosecution's case against Sean Diddy Combs, other celebrities are expected to pull up to the courthouse. Yes, they were kind of boycotting the prosecution's case. Those who supported Sean Diddy Combs, they didn't pull up to the prosecution case to listen to the evidence. They're coming for the defense. They are pulling up for the defense. Do you know Puff Daddy Sean Diddy Combs, the P. Diddy of hip hop, has a full-on campaign for his innocence, and people are showing up. They're coming to the court in New York City, and they're gonna listen. Kanye's the biggest name, and you had literally almost 2 billionaires in the building. I don't know if Puff is a billionaire anymore, but there was so much money in the building. I said, yo, Kanye, can I get the car? Can I have the car, sir? Because you're giving cars away. But he showed up. There was testimony yesterday. There was a certain rapper and his wife and or girlfriend was engaged in something at the Encore. People speculated it was Kanye West. Kanye West said, what? We're not going to play with my name. Or maybe you were playing with my name. But what we're going to do right now, we're going to show we don't give a damn. If we had a sex party, it was of consenting adults, and we're pulling up, you're not going to play with our name. You're not going to play with our name. So what? Me and my lady, allegedly, we were part of a sex party, allegedly. But I'm coming to show you I'm a grown man. I may have had it. That's not my words. But they were at the Encore. The Encore. Think about the Encore. Dun, 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 dun. Encore. Well, Jay-Z, that's Jay-Z. That's Jay-Z song, but you know what I'm talking about. You a kid? Okay. Jada said, I am a kid, so I'm going to get you out of here, Jada. Now, you shouldn't have told me that. You snitch on yourself. You out of here. You out of here. Now you're out of here. She said, I'm a kid. Oh, I got you up out of here. Now you're in timeout. Why don't you tell me you're a kid? I got to get you out of here. You can't have this grown full conversation. Cheryl Lynn Encore. No, we talking hip hop. Encore, Jay-Z. You know what I'm talking about. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Thought on MAGA. We're gonna listen. We're not having a MAGA conversation right now. That's another. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Can I get an encore? Yo, can I get an encore? Do you want more? Can I get an encore? Do you want more? But you know what I'm talking about. That's hip hop. Kanye. Let me tell you something. Kanye came out like a freaking rock star. Look at my picture, ladies and gentlemen. Kanye came out like a rock star. I said, Kanye, I want this shot. I got the money shot. They said, Mr. Byron. Yeah, they wild now here in the city. I mean, it's going down in the city. You had a freaking attack on Iran. We've been avoiding war with Iran for so long. But once the president of the United States chimes in, this is getting bad. Remind you, there's a international warrant out for Netanyahu. But Israel attacked Iran? Crazy. I didn't think I'd see this happen. I didn't hear the Kanye song, but I'm going to listen to it. Jay-Z is hip hop. Jay-Z is hip hop. True story. My old neighborhood in the Bronx. Jay-Z and DMX showed up at a spot and battled in my neighborhood many, many years ago. It was so exclusive, no cameras were allowed. DMX and Jay-Z spitted bars. It was so exclusive that you couldn't have no cameras inside. Crazy. The story goes that DMX put that work in. DMX, X-Man, a man that I had an opportunity of working with. We got money together, DMX. Yes. That's a true story. You guys, if you're on Twitter, you'll see the photos. Me and X right there working. We're in the radio station. I'm promoting him. He's breaking me off with some bread. We doing our thing. Shout out to my boy, Ice Pick J. Shout out to my people at Rough Riders. YD, Siobhan, Swiss Beats, Uncle Ray Copeland, Eve, Locks, Dragon, Jen. Do your research, ladies and gentlemen. Do your research. I'm hitting you with some research. Start Googling. I'm dropping some jewels here. All the people I just said, I done photographed them in my career. I done made money with them. Webster Avenue, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. See, it happened on Webster Avenue. 169, 168. You know we had the old bowling alley. Listen, so someone in here knows the history. Webster Avenue. That's right. I'm from Webster. I'm from Webster. And those who know me know I'm from Webster. We used to we used to have the parties in the park between 169 and 168. The back park by 1260. Am I lying? Anyone know about Webster? We used to have the big speakers in the park. Plug up at the light pole. We had parties all through the night, 2 or 3 in the morning. Carrying crates. We had the 1200. No, we had the 1000 techniques. The crossfade, Gemini crossfaders. Come on. You understand about that? Shut up. You wasn't there. Shut up. Right, go to the Bronx. I was just in the Bronx yesterday. I'm giving you guys some history. History. This is not no make-believe. You better get this information while your boy's still around. This is history. This is history. Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel, Kid Creole. Kid Creole. I ain't gonna say nothing, Kid Creole. You went crazy on the Kid Creole. Oh my goodness. Cowboy. Come on. See that? See, I'm on the seat. Like, yo, put them in an aquarium. Shut up. The famous women's shelter on Webster. Yeah, I don't know about no women's shelter now. I'm gonna tell you something. I know we had a supermarket on Webster. We had those big steps. We had to walk up. My mother wanted some ice cream. She said, "Son, go to Jimmy's on 168 Clay Avenue. Go get me some ice cream, or give me one of those Italian sausages." She's the man. I'm gonna tell you some stories, man. And those are from Webster. You know what I'm talking about. If they old school, they know what I'm talking about. We had the only ones. It was like the ice cream soda shop where They made the best milkshakes, but they had the sausages and I don't eat none of that stuff anymore. But I can tell you, I used to go down the Bronx. I used to go down the Bronx. You from Webster? What era of Webster are you? What year that you were you born in, on Webster? What year? Okay, okay, all right. Yeah, I'm from Webster. I'm from the 420 building. Come on. You know what it is. You know about those train tracks in back of the building? Yeah, come on. You from Webster, you know about those train tracks on Park Avenue. You know about that. 1901. So you 1914. Right? Well, you way up. You're 40. Okay, so you like near by White Castle maybe. 1901. That's probably near White Castle. That wasn't 169. You way up there. You way up there. I'm talking about where the gangs were at. Black Spades, the Pearls, the Savage Skulls, the Nomads, the Latin Kings. See, I'm telling. Ooh, I don't want to listen. Let me be quiet now. Be quiet now. I don't want to talk too much now. Tell you, tell you what's going down back then. We don't want to talk too much now. Do your research. Do your research. Shut your. That's right. We ain't talk about none of that. You guys too wet behind your ears. Anyway, guys, I just want to give you that update. I just kind of jump on and give you an update. People say, Mr. Byron, what are you talking about? We don't know nothing about that. We play video games. We play video games. Video game? What the hell? A video game? We created our games from scratch. You're talking about you create. We play video games. What video game? We create the games. We created the architect for the games. You guys got it in digital form. You don't know what analog is like. Talk about you're about it. You weren't about it. Your parents were about it. You weren't about. You ain't about it. You guys on video games all day. We wasn't talking into phones back then. We were using push button phones, putting 10 cent in the phones on the corner. It was a phone on every corner, and you had to wait in line to get on the phone. Just imagine this. Let me tell you something. See, your dads and your moms got to tell you the story. We had to, no lie, we had to wait on the corner to use a pay phone. Think about that for a second. We never was walking around with these kind of devices. You need to have a roll of quarters, no, not quarters, dimes. You need to put a 10, first it started with 10 cents. So you put the dime in the phone, you make the phone call, and as you're kicking and talking, you be talking to your girl on the phone, like, then you get a little beep sound. Oh, you better have those nickels ready. You can't keep on dropping the nickels in. To keep talking. Then they got smart. They said, no, let's make it a quarter. So you put the first quarter in, make your phone call, and you get the beep, beep, beep. And within probably 5 seconds, and you have that next quarter ready, they're cutting you off. Drop another quarter in it. You don't know about that. You don't know about the struggle. You don't know what we went through. We walk so you can run. You don't understand. You're talking about, oh, my phone bill is so high. I don't know what to do. Well, imagine having a $2,000 phone bill. $2,000 phone bill. Imagine that. Just think about it for a second. We wanted to talk on the phone, and if you had a phone in your house, ooh, you were balling. If you had a phone in your house, you had the neighbors to come on knocking on the door. Miss Louise, can we use your phone? Oh, sometimes where we would knock on someone's door. Our phone is out. Can we use your phone? And they would say, there go that damn No, I'm telling you, I don't want to listen. I'm gonna be nice. My kids don't know about this. I'm gonna be nice. Let me shut up. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. You don't listen. You guys don't understand what we went through, so you can enjoy this. My goodness, I tell you some stories that make you cry. Make you cry. Wait now. Listen, when you talk about the phones you be putting the kid's name. No. We going back. Listen, first of all, you had to do a blood test, a credit check. You had to get a co-signer from your great grandmother's grandmother in order to get a phone. Marbell would say no. You can't hide. First of all, it was bad, guys. I'm gonna tell you something. You guys got it so easy now. You guys on the smartphone right now. Y'all are blessed to be on a smartphone. It was bad back then. Okay, I see. Hold on. What time is it? What the heck? Okay, the Combs is out. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Hold on. Stand by, guys. Hold on. It's going down. Okay, we outside. Hold on. Stand by. Hold on. Woo, 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 woo. Stand by, guys. Okay, it's going down. Here we go. Hold on. Coming out. Hold on, guys. Excuse me. Here to go. I'm sorry. How you doing? Good. We ran late today. Don't do that. Okay, guys. Here we go. Today I'm crazy. Miss Janice. It's me, Miss Janice. How you doing, love? How you doing? You see that wave? She know who it is. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did she wave to me? Yes. The moment it starts spreading that love, that black excellence, that's when that's that. See, it's like they don't want their kids to grow up to know that they can change. They don't want their kids to grow up that they don't say that could be anybody, that could be somebody. They don't want the black kids to know that. You know what I'm saying? All right. That could be somebody. That's why they have like this running out every year, every time they the icons. Hey, you give me a headache. Always. Knockout in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Knockout is in the building.
What's up? It's underscore knockout. We out here.
Outside. You see Miss Combs, you see threw that wave at me, right? She threw that wave at me. That was me. Come on. All right, guys. Put a 1 in the chat. You hear the sound of my voice. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. If you hear the sound of my voice, put a 1 in the chat. Just think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. Hold on. Let me turn this around. I want to put you on game. Hold on. Did you see what just happened? Bust the move, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sitting here talking to you guys. I'm having a conversation with you. I'm reminiscing about the history of growing up in the Bronx, and my spider senses once again started tingling. I said, something's about to happen. You'll see how I rolled up. You'll see how Unc makes his moves. I'm sitting in the car kicking the Willy Bobo with you, and what happens? I see something in my peripheral, and I said, let me go. I smell something. I feel something. I feel it in my bones. I run up right there. Miss Janice Combs walks out, shot her out. She looks at me. There are hundreds of people outside. She waves at me. You know why? Because I don't sit around just gazing at her. I want to get a reaction. That's how you get the money shot. You get the reaction. But if you listen, first of all, I want to say something to you. My job is done for the day. My job is done for the day. I wanted to make sure you guys see you next week. See you next week. Yes, maybe. Oh, you going on vacation? All right. Enjoy your vacation. Listen, Miami. Oh, no, I'm coming. You going to Miami? I'm coming. Texas. Okay. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. Okay. In a month. No, we'll be done already. Maybe. Man, listen, whenever I have views, what did you think about seeing Miss Combs come out the courthouse? What do you think? Talk about it.
I have no idea.
I've
literally just come past.
You just came
I have no
I
idea.
think she was crying. She looked very
But
sad.
what do you think when she waved at me? When I said Miss Combs, and she gave me that love. That love.
She showed love, most definitely.
What did you think about seeing her?
Well, first of all, let's start off with the fact that I think she looks terrific. Okay, she looks
amazing.
Very good. Very, very good.
They say black don't crack unless you smoke it.
I don't know about that part. I don't want to do no crack. But she looked very good, you know. She did look like she was down though, and I mean,
you got your son is on trial for fighting for his life.
Yes.
How do you think Miss Combs is supposed to look?
Yes.
She comes
but what
in.
I'm saying is, it's never been like that. Usually, she comes out, she appears to be in high spirits. She, waves to the crowd and things is that, they speak, they do up the peace or the L for the love and stuff like that. Today, it wasn't that.
I'm gonna tell you
Today,
something. I'm gonna give you some exclusive. I'm gonna say something to you right now that no one knows. Mm-hmm. From the start of last week, Miss Janice Combs has been more animated in the courtroom, looking at the people in the back and waving at them, hitting them with that love. Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming and supporting.
Yes.
It's hard for people to do 2 days in a trial, nevertheless do it 6 weeks already.
Very
and people are still there. The courtroom's always packed. People are there wanting to see what the outcome. People want equal justice and fair justice.
That's
and
true.
a fair outcome.
Yes.
And for her to come here as an 80-something-year-old woman to listen to things being said about her son.
Absolutely.
No parent want to be able to have to listen to the things about his sexual.
No child either. No child either.
She said
the girls haven't been back since.
They have not been back.
They have not been back.
I mean, it's people got to look at this. It's two sides to this coin,
mm-hmm.
and they have to realize that there's a lot at stake here.
Yes.
There's a lot at stake here when you are talking about an icon that has contributed to a lot to the culture. People are looking at the baby oil and all this stuff, but they don't know what Sean Combs has done for a lot of people.
Well, see, and with that being said, where are these people?
Well, they're coming.
Where are they to support him?
Hold on.
We know Kanye
hold
was
on.
here.
This is the prosecution case. The defense has an opportunity in another week to put their case on.
True.
They're going to be pulling up.
I would love to see it.
Kanye,
I'm going to be here. Kanye came. He was in the overflow room. He only came for about 10 minutes.
Oh, no, I got the money shot.
Oh, you did?
Of course I did.
Okay,
I
now.
got the money shot
okay, now. So he came. I was speaking to and he told me that Derek Jeter was supposed to be coming today.
Oh, it's going, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something now.
It ended up not happening because they went into deliberation about juror number 6 that they wanted to remove because supposedly the juror was lying about his whereabouts, like where he lived, his residence. 1 minute he was saying that he lived in the Bronx. The next minute he was saying that he lived in Jersey. We don't know where he lives.
But it's one thing we do know. He's a black man, ladies and gentlemen. And I've been watching him every day in the courtroom, and he's been taking notes. He's been listening, but he's a black man. And why is that significant? Because the jurors right now, there's only 5 blacks on the jury. 5 blacks, I think I counted about 5 blacks on the jury. And if they eliminate him, and the other ones, some other blacks may be alternates.
Right.
Now you have a less favorable jury for the
Exactly,
defense. So the defense have already said they do not want this juror struck, but the prosecution want him struck for the pettiest reasons.
Yes.
People move. This is New York City. People.
But the thing is, why bring up that today? Why make it an issue today? This started how many weeks ago? You had this information then. You knew that he had made these statements then and that they were inconsistent. So you bring that up today. Why is that?
Because they're reaching. Jane Doe did awful on the stand.
Oh man, her story was Swiss cheese. You hear
Swiss
me?
chopped up.
Swiss cheese.
Listen. It was so bad you had to hug. You had to hug the prosecutor and the defense. That's how bad it was. I don't know who I helped. I just know that I got to get my behind on the plane.
And what do you think about her being up there? It didn't look like she was testifying necessarily in his favor, but the man's still paying your rent and your lawyer fees.
Oh, hold on. We're gonna talk about the $20,000 went to a dress company that's doing pretty decent.
Gave the girl a startup $20,000 investment.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the jewelry and the
line.
chains and all the beautiful things.
Listen,
Come on.
listen.
Strange things for people do strange things for change.
They sure enough do. They sure enough do. Well, guys, it was great. I'm glad I got a second to speak to you. Shout out your girl, Ms. Unapologetic 123. That's Ms. MZUNAPOLOGETIC 123.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
See you Monday, right?
See you Monday.
All right.
Where's my security? I need my security. Guys, make sure you're locked in. Listen. I just want you guys just to study that video and look how fast I moved. Everyone's crowded over there, piled up on each other. I said, no. I said, hold on. I see something. I was right. Let me see you. 304. Okay, time to get up out of here. I'm over here, guys. Time to get up out of here. It's time for me to enjoy the weekend. Time for me to take a break. Guys, I miss my bed. I'm talking about my bed in Georgia. I might have to book a last-minute flight. Okay. Let me show you some, guys. Let me show you some standby. Okay, we're moving, guys. We're moving. Eyewitness News. Look at this. Fox News. Let's go. All the big trucks. Oh no, here's a nice one here. Hip Hop Inquirer. That's right. You know what it is. We're not playing with them. All right. Back in the horse. I'm back in the horse, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't coming out here to play with them. I'm not riding here on no bicycle, no scooter, no skateboard, no roller skates, no baby oil. Well, hold on. We ain't sliding in no baby oil. But we ready. We're ready. I got a whole command center here, ladies and gentlemen. A command center. I got a command center in here. Let me see what my Wi-Fi looking like. Oh, we got all the bars. Let's see what we got going. New York City, my old stomping grounds. That's right. I'm in New York. Yeah, we're gonna do a recap. Listen, we're gonna do that. I gotta figure this out, man. This week was pretty hard. It was so much going on this week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I worked pretty hard this week, guys. Let me read some of the comments. Wait, hold on. No. Listen, you guys are up in here. You better tap the like right now. I'm about to end this live. Tap the like, guys. Tap the like. Ladies and gentlemen, tap the like. Support the platform. Support the platform. I was about to take you down memory lane until I saw what was happening. I was about to take you down memory lane. I said, oh, shoot, it's about to go down. Those who know me know I like to have a good dinner. But I'm trying to think, do I want Italian? What do I want for dinner tonight? What do I want? I miss Friday. I was in City Island yesterday. Oh, I went to City Island. Let me see if I can bring that picture up. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring that picture up. Let's see. I don't know if I can do it here. I can do it on Instagram. Hold on a second, guys. Let me see. I think I got something going on here. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let's see if that does it. Hold on. Oh, that turned it around. Oh, that's not it. Let's see here. Oh my. Hold on a second. What we got going on? I want to hit the wrong button now. I don't want to hit the wrong button. Oh, sucker. I shot this in the city. I think this is a shot. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm scared to hit that button. Stand by. Oh, yeah. So that's my background. I shot this photo. This is a photo that I shot of the World Trade Center. I didn't even know this feature existed. Oh, my goodness. I did not know this feature existed. I shot this picture of the World Trade Center, the new one, the other day. And I wanted to capture the architect as well as the sky and how beautiful the sky looked. And I wanted to get to an angle where you could appreciate what the architects had to do to restore what was demolished in 2001. And something I never shared with you guys. That day, which was 2 days ago, was the first time I went to the World Trade Center building since the building collapsed. Never went into the building. That was the first day I went into the building. Think about this. In 2001, I witnessed the towers coming down. I never went into that building until 2 days ago. Think about that for a second. It's 24 years ago when the World Trade Center was taken down. I never went to that building. I never went close to that ground zero until 2 days ago. Let that sink in. Because I felt like it was a graveyard. And I see all the people that were walking around and shopping and with their family and young kids that weren't even born, police officers that weren't even on the job. There were kids, literal kids, firefighters that were not even born, that are working at ground zero. Well, it's not ground zero anymore, but the World Trade Center. And I said to myself, wow, if the people that are there now knew what the people had to go through in order for them to be able to enjoy walking that area, it felt surreal. It felt so surreal as I walked the area. I didn't stay there too long, but it was very surreal to walk ground zero because I know what I remember. I remember people, I don't get too, I think this might be my point. I need to end this live, but I'm thinking about what I remember back then and what it looks like now and all the people that died, thousands of people who died. And I took that picture because the last picture I took at ground zero was of the buildings coming down. Think about that for a second. A lot of people died so people can come to New York and enjoy the skylines, the many stores. But it still was strange to me. Very strange for me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end my live on that note. I appreciate you guys coming in. Now it's time for me to do what I do and enjoy my Friday. With that, I appreciate you. I'll see you guys on the next live. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Tell a friend, tell a friend. This is a channel you need to follow. Make sure you follow, hit the follow button. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you are turning your notification on. Make sure you listen, we're going to do a recap, not today, but probably before the weekend is up, as to the weekend's testimony and so forth. With that, I appreciate you guys. I really do. I'm out of here.